I must ask you a question. But I'll save it for
That's
later.
gonna be the first intro into this video.
That's fine.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, this
It
is
is
fine.
day
We're good.
7.
Yeah.
We're buying doors
In Home Depot.
in Home Depot.
20 doors.
Back again. 20 doors.
I can't hear you.
Look at
What did
this.
you say?
I don't know why we're. Yeah, look
Not
at
really
this.
sure how we're gonna wheel this up.
That's not 20, but. And we're just standing back because
This is a little.
looks like they got it. So they're doing a great job. We are the moral support for this team today. But yeah, so we're gonna go to a new house today. So that's exciting. Miss Martinez.
It's like not dented, it's just a black line.
So yeah, you'll have updates throughout the day, various times, and you'll see what we'll do. Emmeline, what are you doing?
Building.
Wow, it's beautiful. It's so original. So we are putting in doors, and it's a lot of work, but we're getting it. We're getting it for sure.
It just wasn't level. So the door, so this side of the door
Yeah,
is
so
like
that's
this.
what we're doing.
I'm trying to close past.
Time for us
It's
to
just
leave
that
at some
little.
point. We still got a lot of work to do.
Oh, one split.
It's getting there. It's closer than it was 2 years ago. But yes, it's been an interesting day for sure. Good day. Glad that we can do this for this new lady. So yeah. Keep going. Hello, hello. Micah, you're doing a great job. Hey. Hello. Hello. Oh.
A nice store.
Wait, what?
We're working on a nice store.
Are you?
House in Wonderland.
What was a nice
Oh, wow.
It's going under.
Your door looks
Whoever gets
really
to muddy
good.
it, they're gonna have a great time. Oh wait, so are we doing?
Doris, you're still in it. What's going on, fam?
We are eating dinner and getting laundry done. Gratefully.
Many a thing.
Gratefully, out of the gratefully.
Chick-fil-A dinner.
How are we feeling? Over here in this corner.
I was gonna say lit and fit for the Lord, but we
Hashtag lit and fit.
still lit.
Lit, not so fit.
You.
You're trying to pick up those doors today?
Got a Starbucks mug? Just gonna say
Oh,
that.
that's perfect.
So,
Kansas City.
perfect.
Gabby.
Kansas City.
That is so you.
I must ask you a question. But I'll save it for
That's
later.
gonna be the first intro into this video.
I think it was good.
Are you gonna put them in order? Or are you gonna mix it up?
Yeah, I'm gonna put them in order.
I'm so excited to see them.
You should do it back.
Melaleuca quinquenervia.
That little head thing in there.
What does it do?
What does it do?
Commonly known as Naoli.
Melaleuca quinquenervia supports and stimulates healthy-looking skin and stronger properties than tea tree essential oil.
Oh, tea tree.
It's
You
strong.
want to know how to use it?
And
Healthy
wholesales
looking,
for
not actually
$31.25.
And you diffuse it Directly inhale or dilute with V6.
Here. Day 8.
Okay. This is why I put it all by myself.
Let's see Taurus' store.
It looks really good.
Wow.
With Brian.
Good
On
job.
one door for 4 hours. And it does not look like this.
And they're fixing it today. It's okay. We'll get it done.
Ready?
Day 8.
Hi.
Alright. Let's get our done, ladies.
Say hi, fam.
Hello, Gabby. Day 2, take the floors.
Day 8 of Texas.
Is it really every day?
Hello.
Painting the ceiling. Day 8. We're onto the ceilings, painting, everything is set up. Painting is good, everyone is kind of moist and sticky because it's raining. Yeah, we good, fam.
The only problem was with
You and not them, opinion was wrong. Try to make me forget where I came from. You know, my mama don't like you and she likes everyone.
literally the best line.
It is.
Like when you mention your mom,
Yes.
that's when you know.
You know that it's for real.
You know, if my mom says, no, it's not for you, I know that's legit. Always listen to your mom.
Always listen to your mother. Life lesson. Okay. So we are all finished painting for
And being in the storm.
And putting in the last of the doors.
Yes.
Yes.
And we went to wash all the brushes and it started pouring. So we're like washing them, trying to wash them, move the hose to the porch, still trying to wash them in the rain. It was great.
fun.
It will make for a great story.
It's a good memory.
And now we're all wet, which is great. But now we're gonna go back. We're gonna have lovely cooked meal. And yeah, probably game night, something, maybe donuts, but I say that every day.
And it hasn't
So-
happened yet.
And it hasn't happened
I
yet,
love
so
donuts though. Let's make it.
Tonight
let's
could be
make
the
it a
night.
thing. All right, donuts.
Donuts
Aren't you guys
tonight.
with us? Yes.
Stay tuned.
Donuts.
Hi, fam.
Hi. Day 8.
Day 8, end of day
End of day 8. It's 1:01 a.m.
So it's day 9.
Friday, day 9.
How was your day? Today was a good day.
It was a very productive day.
It was productive.
Yes, we
I thought it was a good day.
did a lot of jobs that Ray and I did not think we'd get to. He was like, wow, I didn't expect us to have like one coach paint on the whole ceiling, you know?
Yeah, we did all of the ceilings in her house.
Yeah. And all the floors are like covered.
And basically all doors but one. Right? Just in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was good. And yeah, we didn't get donuts.
We didn't get donuts. though.
Sorry to disappoint
But-
you.
It's in the works. Ray and I got it covered.
Praise God. Can't wait for the donuts
Mm-hmm.
to rain down. Ever since we got here, this is what I've been wanting. Donuts. Oh my God. And then we came back. We had dinner.
Amazing food. This family
amazing
cooks for
food.
us. The same food. Not the same food. The same family cooks for us.
Yeah.
These meals that like that Father Market isn't taking us out for, stuff like this, and they're amazing. Like the spaghetti she cooked was good. She was just trying to make American.
still have that,
We
too.
still have like a whole huge thing of it, and I'm probably gonna like take it home with me, to be honest. Try to get that on the plane.
Good luck.
Tiny, and
The tiny
they just know you carry food with you. Yeah, my suitcase is like literally this
It's a
big, and then my
baby.
backpack is like a little bit larger.
His backpack's bigger than his suitcase.
Anyway.
So they cooked us dinner.
They cooked us these amazing dinners, and tonight was great. It's like always just avocado.
I mean,
on top of
as
stuff.
long as
It's
they
great.
have guac or avocado.
It's just, I don't even know if that was guac. It was just straight up. That was just avocados.
Well, that's their guac.
Their guac is just avocados and
Yeah,
salt.
that's what they've been doing for the other ones too. Like that's how you do it. I mean, that's how I do it at home when I make
Well,
like mashed
I just call
avocado.
that. I just call that avocado.
Oh, I call it guac.
And I just,
I love how they leave the seed in there.
yeah.
Like that. That's fun.
They don't even like throw it. They just leave it.
No,
out.
they just leave it in there.
It's in like a little
It's
container.
exciting. It's a vegan stream. Then we just all sat around and played games, and like honestly, this is probably like one of my favorite parts of the day, cause like it really just bonds us together as a team, and we're just having fun, laughing at each other and laughing at ourselves, and like it's just great. And we always play.
We played for like 3 hours.
Yeah, like
No.
we'll just keep going.
Yeah, like 3 hours.
Card games, code names. If you guys have ever played that game.
Uno. Many
Uno. We
variations
played Uno
of
for the first time.
And then like, what was the one that Micah? It was the night of
One night ultimate.
One night Ultimate Werewolf.
Yeah.
Ultimate Werewolf one night. It was like Mafia,
One
but like a spoof, but like so everyone's got like this, I don't know. I thought it was fun.
It kind of frustrates me. Well, it doesn't frustrate me, but I'm just like, everybody's lying and yelling at each other. So we do that, and then Ray, who's like our team leader, who
The coordinator of all the construction, finding
Yeah.
work for mission teams and us. And
he's really great. And so he was just talking to us about the flooding, like the Hurricane Harvey. Hurricane Harvey? Yeah, right.
yeah.
Hurricane Harvey. I should probably get that right. We're here, and so he's talking about just like lots of stories about people that he's talked to or known that have gone through a lot of devastating events with the hurricane, and just like things that they've had to do. Like they opened 3 of their
So,
largest stadiums.
They opened the convention center, which has a max capacity of 15,000, but they planned for 5 because no one thought it would be as bad as it was. And they filled it with just over 10,000 people, the convention center alone. And then they opened the Houston Rockets Arena, Toyota Center, I think. And that was open up to people. And I believe that holds 6,000 or 6 or 8,000. And then they opened up the football stadium for Houston Texans. And that holds 26, 24,000 because it's a football stadium. Those are huge stadiums. And then the soccer stadium that Houston has is just for supplies. They stage supplies in the huge arena. And that's soccer stadiums are larger than football fields. Like mass amounts of what they had to do to help people and what they did large scale was mind-boggling. Like you'd never expect. Like, oh, hey, like you heard about Hurricane Katrina. The Superdome was a huge thing. We get here and it's like, oh, we had Superdome 1, Superdome 2. Like, and you're just like, what? Like you guys had to do that? Like you had 64 inches of water? People think like, oh, 64 inches of water here. No, it's like 64 inches of water like that, and then you have the water from the ocean, Gulf coming in, pushing it up, and then all the water has to collect somewhere, and where it collects, people's houses just go under because it's flat.
And then flooding. Just like
There's so many highways. There's water's got nowhere to go, and it's
like people couldn't get out either because it's like they would just be on the roads.
Yeah, most people didn't have anywhere to go. Hotels turned into shelters.
And a lot of people didn't know until last minute.
They didn't even know their houses were built in that reservoir too.
Yeah.
Because it's acres and acres. Like
Like
we have like
millions of
small
homes,
little
it's
lakes that we
really-
call like reservoirs, which just like are like hold water and just make sure that water through like townships and cities just stay at a normal level. It's flood control, but if you like, because it was built out so far, like this is like normal, it's built out, that people started to like build homes in it, in the flood level, and the gate's like up here. So the houses had to flood for them to get any water out. And then when they let water out, they were like flooding people downstream. But
crazy.
It's crazy.
Altogether.
Yeah.
And just like makes
I feel
me
so
think,
grateful.
yeah,
for
like
my
how
situation.
fortunate we are and how blessed we are to live where we do, that we don't really get any natural disasters that hit us.
Yeah, it's
Like
pretty
the
much,
most is like snow, but that's not even.
It's snow, and then it's
devastating.
gone in 3 days.
Yeah.
People are going to be rebuilding for years.
For a
Like,
long
Katrina's
time.
still rebuilding.
Yeah.
There's a story of this guy. It's not one that Ray told me. There's this guy that he lives alone. He's an older gentleman with his 2 dogs, and so his house was starting to flood. And he had called his son from New York down to come and get him, since he wasn't going to like drive in the traffic, because Houston traffic's insane. So when people try to leave during the storm, and then people couldn't leave because roads were flooded, and they just like turn around. So there's a foot of water in his house, and 3 hours later, there's 12 feet of water in his house, and he's holding his 2 dogs, standing like in his attic, trying to get through his roof to get onto his roof as the water's coming up. And finally, someone like drove by, and like a neighbor who got rescued went to go check up on him. Hear this pounding, and they got through the roof and rescued him and his dogs. And that was just a powerful story, because their house, and then his house later collapsed because the water was so high. And I just think it's a crazy story that we keep hearing about these.
Because he's not the only one.
Yeah.
Like that. Like
Yeah.
that's just one of.
That's one in a
millions.
neighborhood of thousands.
Yeah.
It's
In
just
other states too.
mind-boggling that like this happened to neighbor after neighbor after neighbor, and then just the city came together. These last-minute chances for people to survive, and they do because of people coming together, and they're all miracles. Every single one of these stories is a miracle about people seeing their family again, surviving this, people reaching out, people hearing pounding from like across the street or an overpass or something. It's crazy to hear the stories about how Houston comes together, and how like a city, doesn't matter what religion you are, doesn't matter what your views are, your political views, doesn't matter who you are, doesn't matter if you were mad at that person. If you need, like what Ray said, if you need a ride, hop in. You know, we're getting you out of here, we're getting you safe. You know, because you being alive and safe is more important than like any issues we have.
Yeah, you're right. Like it really just builds community. And also like, this is why we're here. It just all hit us. Like, oh, that's why our plans fell through with the other trip. And that's why we're here.
Because we're supposed to be here.
Because we're supposed to be here.
Yeah,
And like
we're
all the
supposed to be
work that we've done on Gustavo's house and Miss Martina's house, like Ray's right. Like I didn't even think about that. Like none of that would have been done if like we didn't come. Or like
If groups don't come for years.
yeah, and like some of it would have been done, but like Ray said, not as much as like a team of us 8 can accomplish. Going back to things that we talked about before with like each of our specific gifts and talents, like they've been utilized. All that you know about like construction and stuff that you've done over the summer, and like Julie just being so handy, and like, you know, like people, like I know about painting and like those kind of things. So like being able to utilize those in different areas of each thing has just been like amazing to see that, like, yes, we're definitely supposed to be here. And we've all seen that from day one in different ways. But yeah.
Two more work days. 3 more days. Fly out on the 4th day. Then back to the grind. And it's crazy that life continues after something like this, and people are stuck. Just what do I do? You know. So we're gonna have a week and go back to our small towns and our big cities and continue living our lives, and they're going to continue rebuilding. I was talking to Ray.
I'm listening, just so you know, in 5 minutes.
Okay, I'll hurry up. So I'm an old man, I talk slow.
We're in the South now, so everything's
Yeah.
slow. Getting paint
9.
today from Home Depot, like, Lord, give me 2 hours just to explain to you what
What was I talking about?
I don't know.
Anyway, if you
Let's just
leave a
stop.
like in the comments below and remind me what I was talking about in the comments. I'm completely
The Lord is good.
amen.